99. I'd like to welcome you all of you to Arts on the Lake this evening for the production of The Birds by Aristophanes. The play is, what, 2,000-something, 2,500 years old, which is about equal to the age of the building that you're in right now. And we wanted to really thank you all for coming. It's kind of interesting up here being surrounded by birds and the wings that you decided to do. This is directed by John Grisilli, and also with Mary Shriver. And, I know Mary is the one who sort of started all this and started the Hawk Rock and started our puppet program years ago, and she's been a great member of Arts on the Lake since the beginning. And we really wanted to thank Mary for all the work she's done over the years.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Are we there yet?
Oh, this cursed crow seems to be leading us in circles. I have no idea where we are. Stupid crow.
Leave the poor bird alone. Birds have feelings, you know.
Oh, yeah, spoken by the queen of fried chicken.
How about you, little bird? Can you lead us to the... Who is it we're looking for?
The hoopoe?
What is a hoopoe anyway?
A hoopoe is a bird. The hoopoe is the king of birds. Idiot! That's who we're trying to find.
I thought we were trying to find somewhere nice to retire to, and here you are dragging me, limping over these rocks.
Why are you wearing those stupid shoes that always hurt your feet?
All my shoes hurt my feet. They just hurt in different places.
Maybe you should get some that fit.
Can we go back? This feels like a wild goose chase.
What do you think I am, a homing pigeon? We're completely lost. I don't see a path in any direction.
My bird is nice. Can we keep it?
No, we're downsizing, remember? No kids, no pets. Ah! No yard, no work. From now on, life will be one big party. Anyway, the damn birds can't even do what we paid for them.
I think they're nice.
Oh, what a joke. The bird seller saw us coming from a mile away when he told us these birds could guide us to the hoopoe. All they do is scratch and peck.
Why do we want to find a hoopoe anyway?
Oh, sit down. Yeah, on that. Listen. Before the gods turned him into a bird, the hoopoe was a terrorist, Ares' son.
Do we know them?
And his wife, Procne, was the daughter of the king of Athens before they turned her into a nightingale.
What, Athens, Greece?
No, Athens, New Jersey. Anyway, it was you who wanted to leave the country.
Oh, come on. None of us want to live here anymore, not now.
Yeah, and any time I suggested anywhere, you just said no.
Well, I don't just want to go and live in any old place.
Yeah, I know what you want. You want utopia.
What's that?
A place where everything is perfect.
I do.
And the hoopoe, who once was a man, but flies about because he is now a bird, can help us find somewhere perfect. Get it?
Okay. With someone like you, a pal good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find
A place that's known to God alone, just a little spot to call our own.
We'll find perfect peace where joys never cease, somewhere beneath the starry skies.
We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west, and let the rest of the world go by.
We're pretty well matched for singing. Oh! What's going on? Look,
Oh, no,
birds
birds!
up there.
Maybe they see something. Whoa.
Oh, my birds!
Oh, no! They're flying!
Oh,
They're flying
my
up! Where are they? Oh!
I've lost the birds! Then what are we going to do? How are we going to find the hoop hole?
Maybe you should call for him. Use that voice.
Birds!
Come on, put something into it.
Oh! Birds! Hippo!
She could waken the dead.
There!
Who calls my master?
Look at the packet on that one.
She means me.
Oh, no! Men! Bird catchers! Be gone!
No. We're not men.
What are you then?
I'm a vegetarian, and I don't eat dead things like chicken, and I don't eat live things either. I'm with him.
And this one, what is it?
I'm the cock of the walk, I'll have you know.
But what about you? What kind of creature are you?
I am a butler bird. When my master, the hoopoe, was turned into a bird, I became a bird to continue to serve him.
Well, Butler Bird, would you please be so kind as to go and summon your master?
Well, he has just fallen asleep after a meal of myrtle berries and a few grubs.
Grubs!
Then go, waken him. We've come a long way to find him, and not as the crow flies.
I don't think he will be pleased, but if you insist...
I do.
Hoopoe! 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 Hoopoe!
What the hell was that?
You better get ready.
What do you mean? I am ready.
Oh, well, smarten yourself up.
You can talk.
Ah. All right.
Ready.
Who dares summon me? The great and powerful Hoopoe!
Your hippo looks plucked.
Pluck. Oh, the world. You look like the world has not been treating you well.
What are you staring at?
You look a little odd. What are you?
I'm a bird.
Well, where are your feathers?
Oh, they have fallen off.
Are you sick?
No! All birds
Lose their feathers. Bird brain.
What, all at once?
No. Enough about me. Who are you?
Or earthbound companions?
And fellow mortals?
From which country?
Why, the greatest country in the world.
What brings you here?
We seek your help.
How so?
You were once a man, but having been turned into a bird, you've flown about and seen all kinds of places. We were hoping that you could help us find a nice place to live.
Oh, better than the greatest country in the world?
Well, not better necessarily, but more pleasant to live in.
Yeah, what sort of a place did you have in mind?
Good food,
Yeah?
cheap beer,
Ooh.
no taxes,
Ah.
no politicians.
Woo! And you?
I wish to live in a country where everyone is treated fairly and respect their government.
Good luck with that.
I don't know, but... Oh! What about Canada? Oh, too cold. How about France?
Too many French people.
Britain?
Too wet.
Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Vikings.
Too fishy.
I'm running out of suggestions.
Say, what is it like to live tapulier among the birds?
Ah, well, it's not a disagreeable life. In the first place, one has no money.
Ha! We're almost as good as birds already.
Must do away with a lot of roguery though.
Ah, and in addition to that, there's plenty of company and nice food.
Yeah, we heard about the grubs.
Yeah, and we have free concerts, which is good if you are music lovers.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
I am beginning to hatch a cunning plan.
Oh, he is full of shady ideas.
One that would give great power to the birds if you listen to my advice.
Your advice? What's to be done?
You need to found your own country.
Our own country, we birds? Where?
Oh, really? Spoken like a complete dodo.
Hey,
Look, down.
yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, now, upwards. Look upwards.
I'm
Turn
looking.
your head round.
Oh, no.
Are you getting it?
I'm getting dizzy.
But what do you see?
I see clouds and sky.
Yes, the domain of the birds.
Their domain.
If you build your a wall around it, you can turn your domain into a fortified country. In this way, you can reign over mankind below, cause the gods above to die of hunger.
How so?
Air is between earth and heaven. When men burn their sacrifices, you don't allow the smoke of their offerings to pass through your domain unless they pay.
Wait a minute here. So, the men are down there,
Yeah, down there,
and the gods are up there,
up there. Down,
and the
up,
men
down,
are in the
down.
middle.
Yes, middlemen. And what do middlemen do?
I don't know.
Take a cut.
That is brilliant!
Yeah, by the gods, I've never heard of anything more cleverly conceived. Do you really think we could pull it off?
If I've learned anything from our political leaders, it's that an insane idea can be carried through to its equally insane conclusion, despite all factual evidence and reason.
If we can convince the other birds,
This wall shall be built!
Who will convince them?
oh, you will, of course. Since I have come to live here with the birds, I have taught them to speak. Here, let me call them now.
Oh, a void call.
Hey, birds! Honk, honk, honk. Whoop-whoop. Bark, 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 bark.
My comrades in the air, hear the hoopoe's word. You're summoned to the stage by the spokesman of the birds. You fly the heavens blue, so full of strength and beauty. You are noble birds and true, and attentive to your duty. Let all birds gather here and meet this human stranger. He proposes great reform, and he poses little danger.
Hey!
Any birds yet?
The spring is sprung, the grass is red. I wonder where the birdies is.
Oh.
Some say the bird is on their wing, but that's absurd. The wing is on the bird.
Oh. Why are you getting out your binoculars?
Bird watching.
Oh my God. Here comes a bird now.
Oh, there's a few old birds out there, all right.
Here comes a bird now.
Is it a bluebird?
A bluebird? It's pink. Why are you standing on one leg?
If I didn't stand on one leg, I'd fall down.
Ah, my fine feathered friend, please introduce yourself to our cunning guest.
I am an exquisite flamingo. I don't trust you humans, by jingo. My beak's upside down. When I smile, I frown. I'm perplexed by your baffling lingo.
Oh, look at the eyes on that big white bird. What's that one?
Oh, that is known as the snowy owl.
Are you the snowy owl?
off these wingless intruders.
No, these folks are here to help us. I believe they are trustworthy.
Who's been bad-mouthing us?
Who are you addressing? Apologies, King Hoopo. This conversation is scintillating, but I cannot hold it. Who can understand human?
Here comes a flock of tiny, shiny birds.
Oh, the hummingbirds!
Why are they humming?
Maybe they don't know the lyrics?
They seem to be lost and flying in every direction. Into this universe. And why? Not knowing, nor whence. Like water, willy-nilly flowing. And out of it, as wind along the waste. We know not whither. Willy-nilly blowing.
Herder?
I am the chorus of the bird.
What, a chorus of what?
It's a convention. Haven't you ever seen a Greek play before? A wonderful bird is the pelican. His beak can hold more than his bellycan. He can hold in his beak enough food for a week. Ow! But I'm damned if I know how the hell he can.
Look at the beak! Speak on that one. Well, this feathered phenomenon is known as the toucan.
Why the long face?
Making jokes about me? Well, you can play at that game. What's the difference between a human and a microbe?
I don't know.
Ah!
The grackle's voice is less than mellow. His heart is black. His eye is yellow. He bullies more attractive birds with hoodlum deeds and vulgar words. And should a human interfere, attacks that bird in the back. I cannot help but call the grackle an ornithological debacle.
Let's settle down and be friends here.
Hello, parts? Why, Morris? They seem to be staring at us. Do you think they're hungry?
They do seem to be staring. The birds, Tapuliani Panto, the birds are everywhere.
Oh, here comes an angry bird!
King Hoopo! You have called up to you. What do you have to say?
I have welcomed these two humans who wish to come and live with us.
What? You have dared to do that? What are you saying?
Yes, I have. They propose a plan to us.
Where are they?
Now they're here with me.
The oath to find all birds. These humans must be punished. We'll tear them to pieces.
Looks like we're done for now.
Oh, better far to live and die. Under the wave bird flag I fly. Than to be a subservient part to a human head and a human heart. Away to the teasing world go you, where humans are all well-to-do. But I'll stay true to the song I sing, and live and die upon the wing. And it is a glorious thing to live and die upon the wing. Birds forward once again, Throw yourselves upon the men. Nothing can save them from our fury. Let us destroy them. Hurry, hurry.
No, we have to stay here.
What? And be torn to pieces?
Oh, we can arm ourselves with these.
Good God! Have you seen the beaks on those things? Pop in my eyes!
Oh, put up your binoculars.
Forward, around. Get ready to charge them with your beak. We'll rend them to shreds.
Why tear these humans to pieces? Why kill them? What have they done to you? They have come all this way to give you good advice. The least you could do is give them a fair hearing. The wise can profit from the lessons of a foe.
Oh, I was really looking forward to killing them.
Have I ever given you bad advice?
Oh, all right. We'll hear them out before we attack them. Perhaps one can learn from an enemy.
You'll thank me in the end.
Oh, they seem to be calming down.
So tell me, where are they from?
They say they're from the greatest country in the world.
Oh, that country that was going to be great again. Well, okay, why are they here now?
Wow, they want to live like us, the birds. They dig our lifestyle.
Really? And what did they bring to the table?
They propose a preposterous and provocative plan for our prosperity.
Are they mad?
Oh, yes, some leaders are quite cuckoo.
And some are just stupid. Well, tell them to speak, and speak quickly.
Oh, I really want to tell you my plan. I've mixed all the ingredients of my address, and nothing prevents me from eating it.
I bought them a bread machine.
I mourn so much for you, you who at one time were kings.
What? King? Over whom?
Over all that exists, first over mankind, but even over Zeus himself. Your race is older than the Titans, older than the earth.
By Jove, I never knew that before.
Because you haven't read your Aesop. He tells us the lark was created before the earth.
If we were here before the earth and before the gods, then this kingship obviously belongs to us.
It was the birds and not the gods that ruled over mankind, and I can prove it. First,
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
consider the rooster. He wears his crown on his head like the mighty king that he is. To this day, men leap from their beds when he crows at the rosy-fingered dawn, Rhododactylos eos, in the mornings. Second, the swallow. He's worshipped universally for bringing the spring back to the earth. Third, the cuckoo. Men run to their fields to reap their wheat and barley when he cries cuckoo. Fourth, and the strongest proof of all. Stop it! Zeus himself stands with an eagle on his head as a symbol of his royalty. Athena, his daughter, has an owl, and Phoebus, the sun god, a hawk.
Oh, the Twetzery against our feathered father. They didn't know how to pass along the high rank that they inherited from their ancestors. But good fortune has brought you to us. You are our deliverer. Tell us, what must be done?
You need to build a wall around the space that separates earth from heaven. Then tell Zeus that you are taking power back from him. If he does not assent to this, declare war and do not let any of his gods pass through your domain.
That is brilliant.
Tell mankind that the birds rule once again, and it is to you that they must offer sacrifice and not to Zeus. When mankind acknowledges your supremacy, they will reap great benefits.
What kind of benefits?
Good question. Insects. Insects. You will dispatch legions of owls to devour the insects so that their crops grow unmolested. Worms. Flocks of robins will eat the worms so that fruits ripen beautifully.
But what about wealth? After all, wealth is what mankind cares about the most.
You will tell them where lost and hidden treasures can be found, because the proverb states, no one knows where my treasure lies, except perchance some bird.
Oh, what about health, which belongs to the gods?
Birds will eat the mosquitoes and ticks, and then men will sicken and die. And the happy man is always healthy, the miserable man is never healthy. And the birds would be much better rulers for mankind than Zeus and his law. Man whom I had detested and feared, you are now our friends. We will undertake the work if you will tell us what to do.
It would be my honor.
Excellent! Let us fly! We can fly!
If I was a bird and lived on high, I'd lean in the wind when the wind went by. I'd say to the wind when he took me away, that's where I wanted to go today.
When I'm sick and tired of living, my right arm I'd be given to live the life of kings. I could live above my station, life would be a big vacation if I only had some wings.
When there's blizzard weather warnings, we take off in the mornings away from winter's stings. Instead of living in pajamas, we could be in the Bahamas if we only had some wings.
With a heart as hard as leather, our nest I'd surely feather. I'd buy you diamond rings. With my quick wit and cunning, I would send the others running if I only had some wings.
We would soar like hawks and owls and other airborne fowls and see such wondrous things. And we'd fluff, and we'd flitter, and we'd share it all on Twitter if only had some wings.
Oh, fear not! If you take a magic root, you can fly as high as a kite!
Didn't we do that in college?
Yeah, that was mushrooms, and that's why I was such a fun guy to be with. Fun guy?
Come, let us migrate!
Delighted. Lead the way.
We are the monarchs of the sky. Above your head we proudly fly. Our worth all humans proudly praise. And we are the herons and the robins and the jays. The herons and the robins and the jays. So humans, hear our words. From us your sovereign birds. We watch on high with benevolent eye. And so do the penguins and the kiwis who don't fly. The penguins and the kiwis who don't fly. We're gonna have to make our new domain.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North and South America and all ships at sea. It's a beautiful evening at Arts on the Lake, your home for classic entertainment. I'm your host, Garrison Mayapak. I'm here reporting for WOWL Avian Radio, holding down the fort. We have breaking news from Birdland. There's a plan to build a wall between man and the gods, governed by the birds. The plan is for the birds is to demand power back from Zeus. Stay with us now. We'll be following this story, but wait a second. Here come our heroes now. And what's this I see? Wings? Beaks? Feathers? What in holy Hades is happening? Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North and South America, and all ships at sea. It's a beautiful evening in Arts on the Lake, your home for classic entertainment. I'm your host, Garrison Mayapak. I'm here reporting for WOWL Avian Radio, holding down the fort. We have breaking news from Birdland. There's a plan to build a wall between man and the gods, governed by the birds. The plan is for the birds is to demand power back from Zeus. Stay with us now. We'll be following this story, but wait a second. Here come our heroes now, and what's this I see? Wings? Beaks? Feathers? What in holy Hades is happening?
Look at the state of you.
You should see yourself.
I've never been an avian lover. I've eaten my fair share of fried chicken. But now I have to be undercover. Have you heard? I'm a bird. But I am easily assimilated. Oh yes, I'm easily assimilated. It's easy, it's ever so easy. I'm suddenly flying. And you must become a bird too. Do as the natives do. These days you have to be in the majority.
Oh, yes.
We're easily assimilated. We are so easily assimilated.
Okay. What's to be done here?
We need to give our new country a grand and glorious name.
What kind of name would you suggest?
Wingdale? Beekman? Airbnb?
What do you think of Cloud Cuckoo Land?
Delightful! I like it!
Excellent. Go. Dispatch messengers to Zeus. Tell him of our intentions.
Yahoo! Oh, my beak!
Sybil, go. Can you go get me some coffee? Some food would be nice. Hold the grubs. Beer. Maybe a burger.
What are you going to be doing?
Oh, I'm going to post updates on our Facebook page.
Well, he seems to be settling into the part.
This way, your wonderfulness.
Wait a minute. Here come some Earthlings. Excuse me. What are you doing here in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
Our demands.
Manifesto from Earth. Whereas the mere people are blah, 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 blah. Cloud Cuckoo Land needs priests. Oh, boy, I'm single in Birdland by morning.
Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good for Zeus and Hera. It was good for Mars and Hades. It was good for him and Hermes, and it's good enough for me.
My son!
Out! Out!
Cloud Cuckoo Land needs poets.
I wander lonely as a cloud that floats
Out!
Cloud Cuckoo Land needs bankers. Follow the money.
The best things in life are free, but you can keep them for the birds and bees. Just give me money.
Rubles. I can do lots with rubles.
That's what I want.
That's what I want.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
When will we complete that wall around our borders? Out! Out!
Well, Basil's now run off the priests, the poets, and the bankers. Well, this looks like I think a time for us to take a break. Stand up, stretch, have a sandwich, some soda, some grubs. We'll check back on developments in Cuckoo Land in about 15 minutes. It's now intermission.
Good evening.
Wrong birds! Hip, hip, hooray!
Where is he? Where is our leader?
Here I am.
The wall is finished, and you didn't have to pay for it.
Excellent.
It is a most magnificent work of art.
Fantastic. How did you complete it so quickly?
1,000 cranes came with a supply of stones. The storks chiseled them with their beaks. Plovers and other water birds carried water into the air.
And who did the woodwork?
The pelicans squared up the gates with their beaks in such a fashion that one would have thought they were using axes.
Oh no, details! Ah!
What's happening?
A terrible outrage has occurred. A god sent by Zeus has passed through our gates and has penetrated Cloud Cuckoo Land. Ah!
An illegal immigrant? Which god?
We don't know, but here she comes.
You, woman, stop right there. Why are you here?
I am an Olympian god,
What is your name?
I am Swift. Iris.
The old gods are not allowed in Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Not allowed. I've never been so insulted. Alted.
By which gate did you penetrate our borders?
Which gate? I don't know.
Well, you're not welcome here.
I am a god. I can go where I please.
Why are you here?
I have been sent to tell mankind to burn their sacrifices and fill their streets with the rich smoke of burning fat.
Sacrifices to whom?
Why, to ourselves, of course, the gods of Olympus. We love that.
Mankind now recognizes the birds as their gods. It is to us that they offer sacrifice, not to Zeus and his ilk.
Oh, do not rouse the wrath of Zeus.
If Zeus troubles me again, I will dispatch my eagles who are armed with lightning to reduce his dwelling to cinders. Tell him to put that in his pipe and smoke it. Out!
Zeus will punish you for your insolence!
Out!
Oh, holy Basil, mankind awards you this glorious crown.
Oh, I accept. Golly gee, Willikers. But tell me me again, why do people admire me so much? And just how huge was that crowd?
You are found with such an illustrious city in the air that many people desire to live here. There are thousands of people coming from Earth to ask you for wings.
Prepare a supply of wings. We welcome all of those who wish to join us, as long as they're from the nicer places, you know, Norway and all of that. Oh, I think I hear someone coming. This must be true.
By God, I hope Zeus can't see me. Where's Basil?
A masked man? Who are you?
What is Zeus doing? Is it still cloudy? The clouds will shield me from his gaze.
No. Tell me who you are, or you are out.
Okay. I will remove my mask.
Is that you?
Shh, stop. Speak lower.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Quiet. Don't say my name. Take this umbrella and shield me so the gods won't see me.
Okay, I got you covered.
Zeus is in trouble.
Oh, how so?
Since you founded this country in the air, there is not a man who now sacrifices to the gods. So the fat, which they rely on for sustenance, no longer reaches Olympus. Not even the smallest offering comes true. The barbarian gods are dying of hunger and threaten to make war upon Zeus.
Wait. There are other gods? Barbarian gods?
Yes, big ones. Zeus and the celestial barbarians are sending deputies here to ask for peace. I advise you to hold out until Zeus proclaims the birds as gods. That is what I have come to tell you, for you know my constant and habitual goodwill towards man.
Oh, Prometheus, we know how much you love us, even if we occasionally forget your name. We'll always remember the fire. And I'm going to have a talk with an eagle, give him an offer he can't refuse. Your liver will be fine.
I must return in haste. If Zeus should see me from up there, he would be furious. So give me the umbrella. I'm off.
Sybil! Sybil, bring me some of your best burnt meat. The gods are coming. I'm going to make my garlic wine sauce to go with it and drive them crazy. Let's chef up.
Oh, is this the country of Cloud Cuckoo Land? Whither we come as ambassadors? You, barbarian god, what are you doing? Look at your cloak. Come, throw it over your shoulder. Why does it drag along the ground? What is the matter with you? You are the most uncouth god I've ever seen. Oh, democracy. Whither are you leading us? Tell me, Heracles, what is to be done?
Let me strangle that human. He dared block us. I'll bash his head in.
My dear nephew, we are envoys of peace.
Well, we'll have a lot of peace when I bash his head in.
Salt. Need some salt. Oh, and wine. Yes, we need wine.
Mortals, we who greet you are gods.
I'm making sauce here.
That sauce smells nice.
Heracles, welcome.
Oh, do I smell something roasting?
Pigs.
The gods have sent us here as ambassadors to treat for peace. Are you going to cook the whole meal before you acknowledge us? I told Zeus I didn't want this job. Sir!
Oh, Poseidon, I didn't see you there. Welcome.
This flask is almost empty. We need oil.
Oh, yes, we need oil to get a good crispy skin on our pigs.
Oh, yes, you need olive oil. It smells so good.
Oh, it's my own secret recipe. And Sybil is going to make some of her famous fried chicken.
I thought you liked chickens. And you didn't want to fry them.
Well, there were some birds who didn't want to get with the program. Politically unreliable.
We have no interest in fighting with you.
I want peace as well, but on one condition. Zeus must turn over his throne and lightning bolt to the birds. If you agree to this, you can stay for dinner.
Well, that's good enough for me. I vote for peace!
You wretch! You are nothing but a fool and a glutton. Do you want to dethrone your own father for the sake of a meal?
Now, if the birds rule mankind for the gods will be more powerful. Right now, man is hidden beneath the clouds. You have no idea what's happening down there. But with the birds as your enforcers, we'll pluck their eyes out if they step out of line. They'll have no choices.
Oh, you have a point.
Yes, my thoughts too.
What about you, big boy?
We like onions!
Well, he approves.
Yeah, I vote for handing over the thunderbolt.
Ask the barbarian.
Frivolous! You want to argue with me or agree with me? Rutabaga! Rutabaga! You see, he wants to, right willingly.
You fool! Not only will Zeus lose everything, you will lose everything. You're his son and heir.
Oh, no.
I forgot.
Oh, no, you don't. You're his son, but not his heir. You should have been told.
It's been all over Olympus for years.
What do you say? That I'm...
You're a big buck. You're illegitimate.
Oh, Uncle Poseidon, is this true? He's saying that I'm a big...
Well, you're a big boy now. It's time you knew.
Oh, come on. Have some roast pig.
I wasn't wanted.
Oh, you need to be looked after, given a good meal.
I do, yeah.
Well, got his vote. Tribalus?
Me hungry!
You don't have my vote.
Well, you, sir, are all wet. You can go back to Olympus Pontos, the wine dark sea. You're outnumbered.
Fine. If that be the opinion of both of you, then I consent too.
I now proclaim us King Basil and Queen Sybil of Cloud Cuckoo Land. The coronation feast is ready.
I proudly present the golden eggs of Cloud Cuckoo Land. Fate and fortune smile on them, the lords of land and sky. All celebrate as their royal party passes by. All glory, loud, and honor to our sovereign king of birds. Oh, Basil speaks! Be still! Hearken to his words.
Come gather round, people and birds on the wing, and admit that I, Basil, will now be your king. As birds we will rule with benevolent hands the cloudy domain of the birds. So you better start flying or you'll sink like a stone, 'cause we birds, we are a-ruling.
The riot is drawn, the diet is cast. We have the thunderbolt of Zeus in our grasp. The Olympian gods will soon be past. Their order is rapidly fading. The first ones now will soon be the last, 'cause the times they are changing.
Now we celebrate with the thunderbolt of Zeus!
Oh, golden thunderbolt!
Come, Sybil, I have founded your utopia. Let us go to the palace and let all the birds join us for the party.
Party! Let's one stop. Let's go. Woohoo! Yes, yes. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Party! Good job, humanity. Woohoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yes, yes.
Stupid pig.